I hope you're all staying well, and it's as sunny wherever you are as it has been here today. It's a beautiful day here today, so just wait for everyone else to join. There's a couple, maybe a minute or so, and then we'll get into it. If anyone's got any questions before we kick off, there's a Q&A box there. Just put it in there and I'll see if I can answer it. If I can, I will. Okay. Let me see who's here. I'm sure it's the usual suspects. Oh, great. Hello to everyone there. So new names as well, which is good. Okay. Well, I think about time actually. Got me a minute over. So, look, today, I don't know how you've all been feeling, but I think about 3 months into this lockdown now, I've actually got a pair of jeans on today, and that's rare because I've been living in joggers for the last 3 months, and the thought of actually trying to get back into some kind of work mode, other than from the waist up, it's been quite difficult. So the real point of today's session, if you like, is to focus on getting re-energized and refocused and rebooted, really, for this as we come out of lockdown. Thank goodness. And that's the idea of today. And I'm going to run some techniques with you to get you re-energized, get you refocused. I don't know how long it's going to take before we get back to anything like normal, whatever that was. And maybe we don't want to go back to normal how it used to be, because the normal that we accepted before this lockdown, we just accepted that's the way the world is. It wasn't particularly good in a lot of cases. I mean, in England, I think it's something like, it's 500,000 people homeless. In America, it's 1.5 million homeless. You know, people, in our society where people are suffering like that, it's just unbelievable. And I don't know about you, but I think that the world has been given a chance to breathe. The planet itself has been given a chance to breathe over these last 3 months. Definitely seems it down here on the coast. The skies seem bluer than ever before. I know there's, they talk about the rivers, the fish in the rivers being, you know, increasing. Definitely the birds seem different. So I know it's a really hard and bad time, but as I was saying in a little podcast thing or a live that I did this morning, that there must be some good that's come out of this. And I know it's a harsh thing to say for people who have lost people in this and who are suffering themselves, but just from the point of view of taking a step back and reassessing our own lives, what's important, what's not important. You know, when we think we could just go and meet our friends, have a meal, go out to a restaurant, go to a bar, meet friends, give our friends a hug, give our family a hug. And for 3 months, you know, I've been 6 foot from any other human being other than my wife and my son. And so I'm hoping that for all of us who have been in this lockdown, it's given us a space to look at what's really important. You know, our actual core beliefs of who we are, what's important. So I think that if we look on that as something good that's come from this. And so really, as I said, today is really about trying to get out of this, for me anyway. You know, it's very easy to get up late in the morning and just go out and walk and do those things. And we all have to, we don't have to, a lot of us don't have to. I'm 68 next week, so I really don't have to do anything. I'm an OAP. I'm allowed to sit in a chair, grow a long white beard, and do some knitting, really. But, you know, one, I'm vain, so I'm not going to do that. And the other thing is I love what I do. And I know for a lot of you, you know, are watching this video, you love what you do. And if you've got a skill, if you've got an ability, like I know some of the names, I've met you in conferences, you know, I've met you in different places around the world. And I know you're passionate about what you do. And if you're passionate about what you do, if you love what you do, and if what you do is going to enhance someone's life, then it becomes our duty to do our best to make that happen. So to get rebooted, get refocused, how many people can we meet? Where can we, how far can we push our businesses? Even if it's just for the fun of it. You know, yes, we all have to live. We all have to make a living. Someone's got kids to feed and dogs to feed and other things like that. So we obviously, we have to have some money. But the things that used to be important, I mean, how many of you missed shopping for clothes? I mean, how many of you really missed that? You know, how many of you really missed, you know, buying a new car just because your car's 3 years old? I mean, I don't know, but there are things that we just took for granted and we just did because it's the way it is, that we might not have to think about anymore in that same way. So getting rebooted, getting refocused on what we love doing and enjoying our job and doing it just for the fun of it. That's what this is about today, getting re-energized and refocused. So in a while, as I always do, I am going to hypnotize you all, like it or not. If you're listening, you're going to get hypnotized. And I want you to, just to look on this as time out. I can hear my phone spinning, so I'm just going to switch that off. And I apologize, I should have switched it off earlier. It's pinging, so I'm going to switch it off. You know, as I said, and I came up with a term, not this year, not last year, but the year before, when I was running some presentations and doing some demonstrations of the arrow technique in Las Vegas. And I demonstrated it on a few people in that room, and there must have been 200 people in the room. And I had a call from a lady afterwards. She said, I didn't do the demonstration. She said, but I was listening to you. She said, and then I suddenly realized that the pain I had in my knee for 9 years has gone completely. And I termed the coin then collateral healing. Even if you're in the vicinity and you're listening to some of the work that we do, the chances are your unconscious mind's going to pick it up and it's going to do that for you. So even if you're here, because I did put it out earlier that if you are a hypnotherapist, you want to see how I work with the arrow for increasing a feeling or an empowering feeling, then with a group online, then you can come along and just take part in this. So you might be here just to learn, but even if you are going to get it. And if you have got any limitations at the moment, the chances are that an hour from now or a week from now, you suddenly realize they're gone. And we're going to do that. Any emotional pain, and we're going to get rid of all those things. So that when we move into this next phase of this lockdown or semi-lockdown, we can be the best we can be. I hope you've all been focusing on improving yourself. It's so easy, isn't it, as human beings to take the easy way out. You know, it's the thought of exercising when we don't have to, you know, thinking about what we eat. You know, it's been like a 3-month holiday for some people. So thinking about focusing on how good we can be physically, just for the hell of it, you know, how good we can be mentally, just allowing ourselves to free ourselves from any of the irrational fears and anxiety and dread that we have. And obviously there is more of that around. And people are saying, oh, if you're a therapist, then you're going to be inundated with work. And it's probably true. But the thing about this is when we look at what's stopping us and holding us back, if we look at it logically, at this point in time, whatever we're fearing in the future is just our imagination. And it's not real yet. We are going to imagine something. There is no way around that. You know, that's how our brain works. It will always run to an outcome, whatever we're doing, meeting someone for the first time, going through an interview for us the first time, whatever it is we're doing, our brain is going to run to an outcome. It can't not do it because that's how we function. That's what allows us to achieve what we want to achieve. But when it comes to fear and anxiety about our jobs in the future or our lives in the future, when we start to get anxious and that's holding us back, we do have to remind ourselves that at this point in time, it is just our imagination. It's not real. We are going to imagine something, so we may as well imagine the best outcome, because either way, it's not real. But you've got to ask yourself what thoughts are going through your mind, what's going to empower you to be the best you can be, okay? Just a little Freddy theory for Friday afternoon, okay? So I want you to think about this for a moment, and we're going to do something different today. The great Mike Mandel, I've seen him doing this. I've never done this before, so you're going to be my guinea pigs, for want of a better word. But you are going to enjoy it. I promise you. That's just a suggestion. I'm just a hypnotist, but you are going to enjoy this session. So I'm going to run this induction at Mike Mandel. I've seen him run, and it looks great, and I'm sure it's great. So I'm going to run it with you. I'm sure you're going to love it. And then I want you, before we do that, and while I'm talking to you now, to start thinking about how you want to feel. What would be the best state of mind that you could get into to move into this next chapter of your life? You know, when we come out of lockdown, I know I'm saying this, but I know a lot of people watching this, because we're linked and we're doing this in conjunction with the College of Medicine and Integrated Health. I know a lot of people that have been watching these webinars are medical professionals, nurses, doctors, carers of all kinds. And I know for you, this has probably been a busier time. You have been working all the way through it. And I want to say it right now from my heart that I thank you for that. You know, it's putting yourself at risk, working so hard to do this and keeping us all safe. I'm going to thank you for doing that. But even if you have been working all the way through this, I'd love to think that you're going to get some benefit from today. And I want you also to think about what would be the best state of mind. How would you need to feel to achieve what you want to achieve as we move into this next phase of this crisis we're going through? And I want you to think about that. Let go of any limitations. Let go of any negative thoughts or limiting beliefs you may have about what's possible. Because in reality, when we set our mind on something, there's very little we cannot achieve. Let's do something. I haven't done this before because generally I can't see you and I can't hear you, so I don't know what you're doing. But let's run something. And if you've experienced it before, you'll probably enjoy it anyway. And if you haven't experienced before, it's just a demonstration of the power of the mind. Okay, the power of imagination. Okay, I'm going to move a little close. Someone said the volume's very low, so I'm hoping that you've heard everything I've said and I've been talking to myself. Let me just see. Let's see if that's any better for you. Is that better? Is that a better sound for you? Just let me know. Yep. Okay, I'm going to carry on anyway. So, as I said, oh, great. Okay, good. Okay, excellent. So, I've gone completely lost my thread now. So let's think about how you want to feel, the best state of mind you can get into. I'm going to show you. Oh, that's right. I was going to demonstrate something. See, that's the trouble when you get to my age. Memory's very, very bad. So I'm going to demonstrate. And if any of you hypnotists out there and you want to link up with me, maybe you can improve my memory so I can do this job a little bit better. Okay, look, I'm going to move this just a little bit away because I need you to show you to do something. So look. This is just a demonstration of your imagination, the power of your imagination over your physical being. And I want you all to do this for me. It's called the finger lock. Okay, I will let you out of it, don't worry. So look, I want you to all do this. Just place your hands in front of you like this and squeeze your palms together. Okay, pull your index fingers an inch apart and look at the gap between those fingers. And imagine your fingers are magnets now. And in a moment, they're going to touch. And as you look at the gap, you listen to my voice, you're going to feel them pulling together. In a moment, they will touch. And when they touch, just allow your eyes to close. That's right. And you can close your eyes now. And now think about the people you love, people that love you. Whether that's your wife, your husband, your partner, your friend, your child. But feel that love right now. See that face, feel that love. And as you feel that love, as you see that face, every negative, limiting belief disappears. And as you feel that love, those hands are locking tighter and tighter together. Imagine now that they're super glued together. They are bolted together. They're stuck. Imagine they're carved out of a single piece of wood. And when you realize they're stuck and there's nothing you can do about that, you can try and pull them apart. Find it stick even tighter now. Imagine now there's nothing you can do about that. The harder you try and get them unstuck, the tighter they're going to stick. And as those hands stick tightly together, every limitation disappears. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. Your hands will come unstuck. You'll feel incredible. You'll be ready for your next suggestions. Get ready. 1, feeling wonderful. 2, to achieve all the things you want to achieve from this webinar and achieve that for yourself. 3, hands coming unstuck, feeling absolutely incredible. Okay. Well, I hope you're all unstuck for a start, and I hope you enjoyed that little experience. The power of your mind, when it comes to your imagination over your body and your mind can't tell the difference between reality and imagination. And if you had that experience, just let me know in the chat box, or just let me know that you had that experience. So, you know, let's take this one step further. If I can suggest that your hands are stuck, if I can create an emotion within you by getting you to think about the people you love, and then give you a suggestion that your hands are stuck or glued together to the point where you cannot unclasp your hands, then let's take this one step further. Think about all the other stuck states of mind you're in, where you're saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. When you recognize that that stuck state was probably only ever suggested to you, it was never real. And once we understand that, and we recognize that the things we've been walking around in, you know, I can't stop smoking, I can't lose weight, I can't let go of this fear, I'm never going to achieve that. All of those stuck states where we just accept it were probably suggested to you. They were never real. And once you understand that, you can just take yourself into hypnosis. I've shown you how to do this over the last few weeks. And just take yourself back into hypnosis and say to yourself, in a moment, I'm going to count myself out of that trance that I've been in for 20 years, which is the stuck trance. I can't quit smoking, or I can't lose weight. And I'm going to leave myself in a positive state. Just imagine how our life will be, because I'm suggesting you're going to do this. Imagine how our life would be when you look at every limitation you have and recognize it for what it is. It was just a belief, probably never yours in the first place, and you choose to believe something else. What if, because this is true, what if you could just change your life by changing that limiting belief and say, I choose to believe something else? You know, I've got this little phrase I had in my mind, and it's this: negative beliefs are like soap bubbles, and I, Freddy, have the pin. So, you know, let go of those limiting beliefs, decide to believe something else, recognize it for what it was. It was only ever a trance you were put in anyway. It was never real. And then bring yourself out of it, and your life will change. I promise you. Just what if it's that easy? And I'm saying that, but the truth is, it is. Look at our behaviors, think, does this behavior empower me, or is it slowing me down? And instead of accepting it, and we all have it at times, you know, bad behavior, we indulge ourselves in bad behavior. You know, if you think that's empowering you, fine. But if it's limiting you and it's affecting the people around you, just say, I choose to put that down. You know, none of this stuff is as complex as it's made out to be. We can decide, we can change our mind, and we can do it in a minute. We can say, I choose to believe something else. This was never real. And Freddy says, I can. And so if anyone places any doubt on you from today, or says, well, I don't think you can do that, or I don't, you know, I wonder if you can do that, here's what you're going to say, all right? Say, Freddy says I can. And if they say, who's Freddy? Say, don't know who Freddy is. Freddy says I can. Just see what happens. You'll get a laugh if nothing else, okay? So today we're going to empower you. We're going to get you re-energized, refocused on coming out of this lockdown we've been in. Get yourself however you want to be. If you're happy with your body, fine. If you're unhappy with your body, change it. Decide how you want to feel. Let go of those limitations which say, I've got a sweet tooth, you know, all the women in my family are big boned. This is my favorite excuse. You know, let go of those limitations. Decide how you want to feel, you know, because you're probably only 3 months away from having the body you want. You know, you're probably only 3 months away from having the finances you want. You've just got to say, I want it. And then the question becomes, how badly do I want it? What am I willing to do to make it happen? They're the only questions we have to ask ourselves as human beings. You know, yes, people say to me, you know, I'd love to lose weight. you know, and they're sitting there eating a bag of crisps. No, you know, you know, people say, I'm fed up with looking like this. I'm fed up with feeling like this. I say, you fed up enough to do what it takes to make those changes. You know, Mike Mandel, the incredible hypnotist in Canada, he's a friend of mine and he's a wonderful hypnotherapist. He talks about threshold, that point where we say, I've had enough. And it has to be at threshold. If people come and see me to quit smoking and they say, you know, my wife wants me to quit, my doctor says I've got to quit, my kids are on me about smoking. I said, but do you want to quit? Because if they don't want to quit, it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter what their wife thinks or a doctor thinks, they're not going to quit. We have to reach that threshold where we're unhappy enough to make the change and to do whatever it takes. And we can. We've got to say, what do I want? I see kids then, you know, 19, 18, and I say, what could you not achieve in the next 5 years if you really set your mind to it? You could be speaking another 2 languages fluently, playing a guitar like Eric Clapton. You know, I don't know, but that only leaves you at 22, 23. And I'm talking about, you know, young people here. But, you know, as I said to you, I'm 68 in a week's time. I'm not saying that so you send me a birthday card, but you can if you want. But the thing is, I still have my dreams. I'm not ready for anything else yet. I still want to have the body I want. I'm going to keep going at it. From the neck up, I can't do much about it. But from the neck down, I can have the same body I had when I was 28 if I do what I did when I was 28. It's just a matter of saying I want it badly enough. And it's easy, isn't it? I've got my youngest grandchild now is 18. I've got 5 grandchildren. My youngest grandchild is 18. My oldest granddaughter is 26. And it's legitimate for me to sit in a chair and wear a scabby old jumper and a pair of slippers, grow a long beard. You know, and no one's going to say anything about it because I'm old and I'm a granddad and I'm allowed to look like that. But I want to be something different. I still want to look great and I still want to feel great. I still want to do what I want to do, but I just have to make it happen. There's no point sitting in a chair and dreaming about doing it. We have to take action on it. And you all watching this, the reason you're watching this is because you're already motivated. You know, you're already motivated to make a change. Otherwise you wouldn't be taking this time out. And so you're already motivated. Let go of any of the limitations you have and ask the question or recognize that those limitations were only ever placed on you. Might have been by some well-meaning person, but they were not your limitations when you came into this world. So let them go and start thinking what you really want. Why should we not have the best life possible? Why should we not look and feel as well as we can feel? And give ourselves the best chance to do that. You know, eat decent food, move, you know, do some exercise, even if it's walking. You know, surround ourselves with people that care. Clear our life out of people who don't. For me, and I know it's harsh, it's very simple for me. If you want to be nice to me, you want to be kind to me, if you enhance my life, you can be in my life. If you want to be nasty to me, you're out of my life. And I'll cut very quickly, get people out of my life. Because we talk about, you know, a life after death and depending on what your religious beliefs are. For me, I'm assuming this is it. So I'm going to squeeze the juice out of every day. I'm going to make this happen. You know, I'm going to have more ideas. I want to enhance other people's lives. I've got an app coming out. It's been developed by these 2 brilliant people, one in Germany, one in Australia, the Arrow app. So people will be able to download that app onto their iPhone or their Android phone or on their computer and sit for 10 minutes and eliminate the pain they're suffering. That idea, the Arrow technique, came from my head. I don't know, in a dream or what happened. But that's going to hopefully help thousands, maybe millions of people. And the idea that that's just came from a thought I had is great for me. And I'm not finished with having ideas yet. And so I'm going to keep going. I hope it's the same for you. Think about where you want to be. Let go of your limitations. Want for yourself what you want for your kids. And treat yourself with the same kindness you treat your kids. And ask the question every time you go to do something that's detrimental to yourself. Would I want my kid doing this? You know, for me, that's just a benchmark. If you wouldn't want your kids eating a certain kind of food, why would you eat it yourself? If you wouldn't want someone speaking to your kid in a certain way, why would you have someone speaking to your kid, speaking to you like it? You know, so very simple. When people come and see me and they're killing themselves with cigarettes or alcohol or drugs or food, you know, I say, would you want your kid doing that? And they look at me and they say no. And I say, well, why would you do that to yourself? If we were just treated ourselves with the same kindness and love we treat our kids, we'd all live to 90 and we'd all have a better life. Anyway, it's just a thought. So getting back to what's going to happen today, I'm going to run the arrow technique, but we're going to run it the opposite way round. Normally, we run the arrow technique to eliminate pain, emotional or physical pain, or anxiety or fear. But what we've discovered is that we can run it the other way around. We can flood our body with a good feeling, whether it's confidence, fearlessness, determination. And today it's going to be re-energizing. So energizing yourself, refocusing on what you really want in your life, let go of the limitation. It's going to happen anyway because it's collateral healing. It's Freddy collateral healing today. Even if you're listening to this, you're going to get it, okay? And you'll find yourself looking at the things that are holding you back and going, what if that was only ever suggested? It was never real. It was never a real limitation. And you're going to let it go, okay? So if you're ready to get into this with me today, what I'd like you to do is get comfortable. So if you've got anything on your lap, put it down. You know, whatever, get into a chair or lay down or whatever you want to do where you're safe. And whatever happens next, your chair will support you. If for any reason the internet signal goes, or I fall off my chair, or I go to sleep, whatever happens, you will come out of hypnosis at some point in the future. I'm only joking. It'll be maybe a few minutes from now. But get yourself comfortable, get yourself ready. And when your own mind, when you're ready to do this, I want you to just say, I'm ready, okay? Now we're going to do this heart induction. And it is a beautiful thing. And I would suggest that you take the time out to do it for yourself at home as well. And maybe teach your kids how to do it. What I want you to do is this. I'm going to move a little away from the mic. I want you to place both hands over your heart like this, okay? And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. But I want you to imagine that you're actually breathing through your heart, okay? So as you breathe in, you can allow your eyes to close. And as you breathe out, just breathe out any tension, any doubt. Just keep taking those wonderful deep breaths. And imagine you're breathing through your heart. And imagine you're flooding your body with love and kindness, joy. And feel the difference in your body as you continue to breathe deeply like that, and you listen to my voice. That's right, just take a few more wonderful breaths and breathing in through your heart and out through your heart. And feel your body now being flooded with a feeling of love and joy, peace. And now you can just allow your arms to relax as you go even deeper into the wonderful trance state. That's right, imagine now you're drifting deeper, deeper, deeper down into hypnosis. Maybe remembering those experiences of hypnosis you've had with me before. How it's felt to sit and listen to my voice speaking to you. And remembering the words and the sounds, and how it felt as you drifted into that wonderful space. Think about the people who love you, people that you've helped with your understanding and your strength, your kindness. And just for a moment, feel that love and kindness coming back to you. Imagine it circulating through your bloodstream, filling you up, lifting you up. And as you breathe deeply, as you go deeper, deeper down now, my voice and my words are going to drift with you to become a part of your experience. Mind and body relaxing. Imagine your breath going through your heart and flooding your body with a feeling of love and kindness and joy. Just for a while. Nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax and enjoy that feeling. Imagine you just dropping down through space and time. Nothing bothers or affects you. Nothing disturbs you. All that matters now is you, the sound of my voice, and that feeling of freedom. The deeper you go, the better it feels. And the better you feel, the deeper you go. Deeper, deeper, deeper down now. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. And the alteration of awareness as the mind continues that wonderful letting go. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers. And even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly or completely than the other may seem to be too much effort to bother making. But it takes time to experience that letting go, your own time, in your own way, as you continue to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. And the mind begins to drift down toward that wonderful place of peaceful, calm, inner awareness. A place that almost seems to give off signals, that directs awareness down toward it, into it, more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely than before. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way, drifting down 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Imagine you're drifting down toward that incredible space. Just you and the sound of my voice. Imagine it's happening automatically. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. Just for a while, nothing else matters except you, the sound of my voice, and that feeling of energy, that feeling of well-being. Deeper, deeper down now. And as you drift, my voice, my words are going to drift with you to become a part of your experience. Everything I say now becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation, is now your reality. You have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand, respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful free floating place of effortless relaxation, letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own way. As you drift as a mind, and that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. See yourself out there. It's the summer, the autumn of 2020. You're looking and feeling great. You've achieved, or you're achieving, your physical goals. You're doing what you love to do and doing it brilliantly. Waking up in the morning energized, going about your day with a new stamina. Feeling great, free of every limitation, free of every negative limiting belief that have held you back. Notice the way you move and the way you breathe. Go and step into that body and feel what it feels like to be free. Free of those limiting beliefs, free of every limitation. Look back to now. Notice the things you did along the way that led to that feeling, the changes that you made. that led you to that feeling of freedom and energy and joy. And the unconscious mind can allow those changes to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. That's right, in your own time, in your own way, aware of events that occur along the way, as the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity towards your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go, allowing the unconscious to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. As you relax and enter into the trance more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. And I can wonder whether you're aware that you've drifted deeply into hypnosis. Because the deeper you go, the better you will feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. Imagine it's happening automatically. Deeper, deeper down into that incredible, wonderful space. Just you and the sound of my voice. And as you go even deeper now, I want you to imagine that you're drifting up out of your body. Imagine you're just leaving your body in that chair and you're drifting up out of your body. You know, like sometimes we hear about these near-death experiences where people say, oh, I was in the hospital bed and I drifted up to the ceiling and I could see myself in that bed. Imagine you're just drifting up out of your body, drifting higher and higher, leaving your body in that chair. Imagine you're drifting higher and higher like a helium balloon that some young girl has let go of in a park, drifting up into that clear blue sky, higher and higher. Imagine you're drifting so high now that you can look down and you can see the planet Earth below you. You can see that beautiful blue planet in your mind's eye. You can see the whites of the mountaintops and the clouds, the greens of the forest and the ocean. You can see the blue of the ocean. See that wonderful blue planet below you. And notice as you see that planet from so far off that your perspective changes. You can think about the 7.5 billion people on that planet, of which you are one. And notice as you think about that, how things that had seemed overwhelming no longer have any power over you. Things that had seemed hard to do no longer have any power over you. Irrational thoughts and fears no longer have any power over you. Now in your mind's eye, see a target between you and that planet, a massive target down below you. You can see the colored bands, you can see the very center, the bullseye. Now in the center of that bullseye is all the energy you need to achieve what you want to achieve. Total confidence, steely determination, love and joy and energy is stacked in that very center of that target, in the bullseye. Now in a moment, I'm going to make this sound. As I make that sound, you are going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through the center of that target and straight out the other side in a millisecond. And as you go through the center of that target, your mind and your body will be flooded with the most incredible energy and light and love. The most incredible, empowering feeling. It's going to flood your body and your mind. It's going to lift you up, take you into another dimension of who you can be and what you can achieve. So get ready. As I make that sound, you're going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through the center of that target and straight out the other side into a space of bliss. But as you go through the target, be ready. Your mind and your body are going to be flooded with the most incredible energy, the most incredible feeling of love and joy and freedom, determination to have the life you want. Get ready. And now you're out the other side, just drifting in that incredible space, and feel that energy flooding your body and your mind. Just for a moment, once again, think about the people you love, the people that love you, and see those faces, feel that love. And feel that love like a burning hot sun in the summer sky. Think about the energy within that sun. And feel that love and that light like a burning hot sun in the summer sky. Shrink it down to a white hot ball of light as big as a golf ball. Pull it into the very core of your being and feel it emanating out through every cell, every fiber, into the very marrow of your bones. Feel that light and that love and that energy lifting you up, filling you up, lighting you up. The most incredible feeling. Now drift across the other side of the room so you can see yourself in that chair and notice how your body and your mind are flooded with that incredible feeling of energy. Total freedom. A totally new understanding about your worth, your value, just how loved you are and how brilliant you are as a person, as a being. As from today, you are going to exercise your right and your privilege to have the life that you want, have the health that you want, have the career you want, because now it belongs to you. And as you do that, I'd like your unconscious mind to make those changes now completely that will allow you that energy and that love and that light. And only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes at a molecular, cellular, neuron level, that will allow you to experience that energy completely and to take that energy and that love and well-being into everything you do. Only then will you drift back over to your body, drop down into your body in that chair and go even deeper into that wonderful deep state of hypnosis. Only as quickly as the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Only then will you drift back over to your body, drop down into your body in that chair, filled with that incredible feeling of energy that you're going to take in everything you do and go even deeper into this state of hypnosis. That's right, deeper, deeper, deeper down. Every word I say now takes you even deeper. And the deeper you go, the better you're going to feel. Deeper, deeper, deeper down. Once again, see yourself out there. It's the summer. It's the autumn, 2020. You've got your life back. But notice how you look and how you feel. You've achieved your physical goals, your career goals. You've let go of every limitation. You're living the life that you want, free of those doubts and limitations. Notice the energy you take into everything you do. And notice how others are affected by that energy, by your belief in yourself and the people around you. Notice how that transforms other people in your life. Once again, step into that body and feel what it feels like. Because now you know where you're going. And now you know how good you'll feel when you get there. There's not a force on this planet that can keep you from achieving those goals. And so as you drift even deeper, it may be interesting to think about what you've experienced today. The thoughts, the understandings, the learnings, how you may use these things from one day to the next. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And those two minds will learn from your experiences here today. Some things that you can utilize to deal more effectively with those things that had been a problem for you before. And it's your privilege. Use this experience. Think about the things you can do. Strengths, abilities, skills, the love, the energy you may have overlooked before that will allow you a clear view of the possibilities of a new way of living, a new way of being, a new way of feeling. Take that time now, a brief time that seems to be a long time. Review, plan at some level of awareness the things you're going to do later on. The things you're going to change later on as you continue to use more and more of you. Take that time now. See yourself out there living that life the way you want to live it. And from today, if you ever doubt yourself in any way, it will be as if I'm right beside you, my arm around your shoulder, whispering in your ear. You're an incredible human being, and there is nothing you cannot achieve. And you know that I believe it, you know that it's true. And every limitation disappears right here, right now. Go with your unconscious often as you need to know that's now a part of you. And feel that energy continue to build. The most incredible, wonderful feeling. Love, joy, freedom, kindness. You're going to take that into everything you do. Squeeze the juice out of every day. Be the best you can be. Have the life that you want. Only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes that will allow you that freedom. Allow you to have what you want in your life. And allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Because in a moment I'm going to count to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation. It's now your reality. On 8, your eyes will open. You're going to feel incredible. A moment of clarity. And on 10, you'll have a moment of enlightenment. You'll see things differently. You'll experience life differently as you continue to work towards having that life you want. So get ready as I count to 10. On 8, your eyes will open. You will feel incredible, like you've had the blinkers removed. You'll see things differently. You'll experience things differently. And on 10, that moment of enlightenment, that new understanding, that moment of clarity, is going to grow stronger day by day. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful now. 2, to achieve what you want to achieve as we come out of lockdown. 3, feeling freedom from every limiting belief. 4, feel the force of that new energy and understanding and love and joy through every cell, every fiber of your body, lifting you up, lighting you up. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10, a new understanding, a new clarity, and a feeling of energy you're going to take into everything you do. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed today's session, and I know I have, and I'm talking to myself, so, you know, what could be better? So I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed these sessions that are running on Friday. Providing you know, you can give me new ideas for what you want to be working on, I'll continue to do them. So I hope you're benefiting from them, and they are recorded. So if you know someone who couldn't make it because it's different time zone or whatever, let them know. I will post them on my YouTube channel, which is Freddy Jacquin Hypnosis, and on my website, freddyjacquin.com. Yeah, on Saturday, if you are a hypnotherapist or you're a therapist and you're struggling to get your clients because you can't get near them at the moment, and you want to work online, on my Freddy Jacquin Hypnosis network on Facebook, I'm setting up a meeting on it's free. Most of the stuff I do is, can't give this stuff away. So it's free. It's 8 o'clock on Saturday, and just join up, come to that meeting. I'm going to pair people up, maybe 3 people up into different breakout rooms. So one can observe, one can be running the hypnosis on with one of the other people, one can be the client, and then we're going to reverse it around. So everyone has a chance to hypnotize someone online and do a little piece of work. So if you're interested in that, you know, join me. If you're not in my network group, then join it and join us on Saturday evening. Yeah, so keep an eye out. I am doing training online. So if you're interested in doing some training with me, look at my website, see what's coming up. There's lots of free stuff on there. You know, there's the immune system boost audio. There's the empowerment audio. There's the quit smoking, worldquitsmoking.com. If you want to quit smoking or someone you know wants to quit smoking, all this stuff's free. what I have suggested, that if you're using that and you are enjoying it, make a donation to Save the Children, if you want to. Okay, so there's that, and there's also the thanks protocol, which you can learn to use, and that's free as well. So have a look at some of the stuff I'm doing online. Go and fill your boots with the audios. It's all free stuff, and I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so take care, all of you. I'll see if there's any questions here that I can answer quickly. Yeah, someone's asked if I'm doing a replay. Penny asked that. I am. It is going to be on. Freddy, you missed the first 6.5 minutes. Didn't miss much really. It was only me jabbering on. I feel you fall asleep. Will it still work? Yes, you've heard everything I've got to say, Lisa. So that's one of the things about the way most people fall asleep when I'm talking. It's a strange kind of thing, really. So don't worry about that. You will have heard everything at some level. So yeah, if there's any other questions, I'll answer them quickly. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, it is going to be recorded, and I'm going to be doing these on Fridays. If you're back to work, obviously you can catch up on a recording. But wherever you are and whatever you're doing, stay safe, stay well, let go of your limitations, take the energy, go out there and live the life you want, okay? And have a beautiful weekend. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.